Good morning, students. We are discussing Unit 3rd. Last class we started Unit 3rd, friction. From the friction, we discussed what is static friction and the dynamic friction and the law of frictions. Then equilibrium of a body on rough horizontal plane. Static friction, when two bodies is contacted and one body is try to move with another. That time the friction is developing at the contact surfaces is called static friction. The friction developed in between two bodies contact surfaces. When one body try to move, not moving, try to move, that time the friction is developing. So generally friction is always acting opposite to the motion of the body. Suppose the body moving right side, the friction force at contact surface, bottom, left side. Okay. Generally friction is denoted by F. Okay, F directly proportional to normal reaction. So we know F equal to mu into N. When you say static friction, Fs equal to mu S into N. Fs static friction, mu S coefficient of static friction. N or R, we can take as N or R, normal reaction. Then maximum friction or limiting friction. When you have to say the maximum friction, the friction force develops when body is going to start. That time the friction force is maximum. That friction is called maximum friction or limiting friction. After that, the body is started. Okay. The limiting friction, the body is going to start when applied force maximum. Once upon time, the body definitely going to start no at the edge at that moment. That time the friction was called a maximum friction or limiting friction. When your body is moving, we have to say kinetic friction or dynamic friction. Fk equal to mu k into N. Fk kinetic friction. Mu k coefficient of kinetic friction. N normal reaction. This is the you know diagram. The block is resting. I applied force right side. Therefore friction is left side. Generally weight is acting perpendicular downward. Therefore normal reaction upward. Then dynamic friction classified into sliding friction, rolling friction, pivot friction. Factors affecting friction: mass of object, materials of surface object, area of contact, shape of contact. Which is shape? Whether rectangular, square. Based on the shape, the friction may be increase or decrease. Okay. When we discuss about the law of static friction, the friction force is always acts in direction and opposite to that in which the body tends to move. Okay. Then the magnitude of the force of friction is exactly equal to the force which tends to move the body. If the body is not started, that time the applied force equal to friction force. That is the second point meaning. The magnitude of the force of friction is exactly equal to the force which tends to move the body. Yeah, you discuss static, no, that's why static friction. When applied force equal to that friction, that time the body is not started, no. That is called the applied force is exactly equal to force of friction. Then mu equal to F divided by R. See here we can take normal reaction N or R. I am using a R here. Okay. Therefore, mu equal to F divided by R. The fourth and fifth point, very, very important point. The force of friction is independent of the area of contact between two surfaces. Okay. The force of friction depends upon the roughness of the surfaces, whether the surface is smooth or rough. Okay. Then law of kinetic friction. The same definition, the force of friction always acts in a direction opposite to that to which body is moving. Then here mu k. Previously F divided by R, no, that is mu equal to F divided by R. Here our same definition, mu k equal to Fk divided by R. the magnitude of kinetic friction bears a constant ratio to the normal reaction between two surfaces. But this ratio is slightly less than the in case of limiting friction. Limiting friction, body is not moving, no. That's why here kinetic friction, see kinetic friction less than the static friction because body is moving, no. When body is moving, the friction definitely less, then only the body is moving. For moderate speeds, the force of friction remain constant, but decreases slightly with increase of speed. If the car is moving high speed, no, definitely friction will be less. Then this is our subject, that is problem point of view. Equilibrium of your body on a rough horizontal plane. So see the horizontal surface. The horizontal plane means horizontal surface. See, when you say friction, your mind think first F equal to mu r. This is the first formula you remember. When you say friction, F equal to mu into r or mu into n. F equal to friction or force of friction or friction resistance. Mu equal to coefficient of friction. R equal to normal reaction or n. This is the first formula you remember, and this is force acting opposite to the moving body. See the diagram. Here the body is moving right side because I applied force, no, applied force moving right side. So friction, we know friction is always opposite. Therefore, the limiting friction, maximum friction equal to mu Tn. Okay. Then we know every body having weight, no, weight is acting perpendicular downward, W. The normal reaction acting upward, or N or R. So you have to consider this force system is a coplanar concurrent. Students, for this type of problems, you have to consider coplanar concurrent. What is coplanar? Force lying in XY direction. Force lying in single plane. Force lying in single plane is called coplanar. What is concurrent? All forces meeting at a common point, lying on a common point. Just see here, N also acting upward, W is acting downward. The P is acting, goes to middle of the body. See, the F is acting at the contact surface, but the effect, no, the net effect of the friction must go to middle. So definitely all forces meeting at a common point. Okay. So it is a concurrent force system. Therefore, what is equilibrium equation? For this type of problems, summation of horizontal force equal to 0 or summation of vertical force equal to 0. Other name, summation of forces in x direction equal to 0. Summation of forces in y direction must be 0. Then only we can say the body is rest. Okay. So you remember this one and use this equilibrium equation for rough horizontal planes. See here, the N is acting upward. The F now friction force left side. So what I am doing, I am replacing F and N. I am replacing F and R, the two forces into single force. So see here, just to think about two forces only. Students, just to think about two forces. The F limiting force left side, that is minus X. N is that R is upside, Y direction. So plus Y. So you know the force in X minus Y plus, no. So resultant goes to which direction? Second quadrant. Okay. So I replacing F limit and N or R. So replacing that for resultant, no, the resultant goes to the resultant of N and F. It goes to second quadrant. So the angle made with respect to perpendicular, no, very vertical. That angle is called angle of friction. That angle is called angle of friction. This is another important 2-mark question. What is angle of friction? Tan pi equal to F limit divided by N. You know tan theta what? Opposite by adjacent side, no. So tan theta equal to F limit divided by R or F limit divided by N. Okay. That's the angle of friction. So tan pi. See here. Tan pi equal to F divided by R. We know mu F equal to mu R, no? We know F equal to mu R. Therefore, mu equal to F divided by R. Students, we know F equal to mu R or mu N. Therefore, mu equal to F divided by R. But from this diagram, the angle of friction tan pi equal to F limit divided by R. Tan pi equal to F divided by R. So pi equal to angle of friction. F equal to limiting friction, or R NR equal to normal reaction between two surfaces. So you remember the another formula, tan pi equal to mu, or tan pi equal to F divided by R. This is second formula. First formula, F equal to mu into R or mu into N. This one. First formula, F equal to mu into R or mu into N. Second, the free body diagram. Then the equilibrium equations. Then tan pi. Students, tan pi, angular friction, tan pi equal to mu or F divided by R or F divided by N. You can use anything. So remember pi equal to angular friction. What is the definition for angular friction? This is the diagram. This is the definition. The angle made with respect to normal reaction and the resultant of N and F. That is called the angular friction. The angle made with respect to normal reaction and the resultant of N and F. Okay. So tan pi equal to F limit divided by R. So this is the formula we have. Only these formulas. F equal to mu into R or mu into N. And free body diagram. Then concurrent force system. Summation H0, summation V0. And tan pi equal to mu or F divided by R. These three formulas. So we are going to solve some problems. Very interesting problems. Simple problems. Luis, can you read the question? Luis?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
A body of weight 300 Newton is lying on a rough horizontal plane having a coefficient of friction as 0.3. Find the magnitude of the force which can move the body while acting at an angle of 25 degrees with the horizontal.
Hmm. See, this question they did not give diagram, only statement. So read the statement twice. Any problem? I already asked you. You have to read all the problem 2 times. So a body weight 300 Newton lying on a rough horizontal plane. So you take as a body like or rectangular block like this. So the 300 Newton marked. Okay. So first statement over. See here. A body of weight 300 Newton is lying on a rough horizontal plane. So I marked a rectangular box 300 Newton. Having a coefficient of friction is 0.3. That is mu. So mu name, what is the mu name? Coefficient of friction 0.3. Now they asked, find the magnitude of the force. Which force? Applied force. Students, find the magnitude of the force which can move the body. So one unknown force. So I'm taking a P. We are taking, see, for friction, the applied force take as a P. Okay. Find the magnitude of the force which can move the body. Then they mention where it's acting. While acting at an angle of 25 degree with the horizontal. So with the horizontal, no, that's why I marked it here. With the horizontal. See, you move the body means the force is horizontal. Okay. I have shown the diagram, no? See here, the P is acting horizontal. But here the given angle, no, that's why the force is inclined now. P is inclined. Okay. So P is inclined with the horizontal. Statement given, which can move the body while acting at an angle of 25 degree with the horizontal. So the unknown force I may take as a P. Okay. This is, see, the whenever diagram is not given, you read the question and draw diagram. See, the question will coming from whatever discussing in the class only. There is no new problem will come in the examinations. Okay. So you can go through these type of problems. And also I request students don't memorize the problems. Understand the concepts. Understand the concepts. Then only this subject is very easy. What do you understand about this question? The weight is given. So weight take as a rectangular box, 300 Newton. Then the coefficient of friction given. And see the find the magnitude of the force. So they did not mention P or Q. So here applied force P. Take as a P. Okay. Move the body, we are taking P is the name. So applied force. Which angle is acting? 25 degree with respect to horizontal. So I mark. So they given W 300 Newton and mu 0.3. The angle, no. So we have take as a any for the applied force angle, take as a alpha for this friction problems. So pi means angular friction. So that is different. Pi equal to angular friction. Alpha means the applied force angle. Okay. So they asked P. Now I told any force is inclined in engineering mechanics, we convert into X direction, Y direction. That is resolution of force, resolving forces. You draw the free body diagram. What is a free body diagram? See the 300 Newton weight. Weight is acting perpendicular downward. Weight is acting perpendicular downward. Then normal reaction, upward. So the applied force right side, the P cos 25, P sin 25. See, it's the first quadrant, students. The P is first quadrant, so P cos 25, P sin 25. It's moving right side. See the next diagram, you will understand. Very simple. 300 Newton, weight is acting downward. That opposite reaction, every reaction equal to reaction. N, you can take this N or R reaction. N means normal reaction, R also normal reaction also. The P, the P applied force, incline, therefore P cos 25, P sin 25. First quadrant. Then another one, very important, friction law, we are discussing friction. Students, in the first 2 units, we did not focus to friction because we thought all the body contact surfaces, smooth surfaces. That's why we did not consider the friction. Here we consider friction. They say we solved a lot of problems. Okay. There are also friction there, but they did not mention anything. That's why we consider smooth surface. When smooth surface, there is no friction. Here we are discussing friction problem. So definitely the frictions you take as a right side. Why right side? Left side? Because P is the right side. P cos 45. The P cos 45 is the pulling force, right side. Pushing force, P cos 45, right side. Therefore, friction left side. Are you clear? This is very simple, no? The given statement, they will draw the diagram. Now we will draw the free body diagram. What is free body diagram? Remove the supports and it denoted by forces reactions. Okay. Forces reaction weight only. So we remove the surfaces. So surface denoted by friction. The friction is left side. Why friction is left side? The P cos 45 right side. Weight is acting down. So we have already told equilibrium equation. Summation of equilibrium equation for concurrent force system. Summation of H0, summation of V0. You can write, assume the block is in equilibrium. Therefore, the horizontal force equal to 0 and the vertical force equal to 0. Summation of. So what are the horizontal forces? See here. The F is goes to left side, minus F. F is goes to left side, minus F. The P cos 25 right side. Therefore, minus F plus cos 25 equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, minus F, you take this plus cos 25 right side minus P cos 25. Therefore, minus means cancel, no? Therefore, F equal to P cos 25. See here, F means friction, no? I told you whenever they say friction, you have the first formula F equal to mu R or mu N. We know that friction equal to F equal to mu into R. What is mu equal to given the question? 0.3. Mu equal to 0.3. Therefore, mu equal to 0.3. So I apply here. We know F equal to P cos 25. No, so F equal to mu into R. Mu into R equal to P cos 25. So mu value 0.3. Therefore, R equal to 0.9063 P. So we do not know P and R. So I am taking this equation first. Okay. Just to keep it as usual. Now come to second equilibrium equation. Summation of V equal to 0. What are the forces vertical? See the diagram. What are the forces? So N is, that is R goes to positive Y. So R plus P sin 25 minus 300. Vertical downward, no. Minus Y, no. Vertical downward means minus. Vertical upward plus. See, two forces vertical upward. R plus P sin 25 minus 300 equal to 0. Here, R minus W plus P sin D equal to 0. So you take out this W and P. Therefore, R equal to W minus P sin 25. Therefore, R equal to the W will be given, no? W 300, no? W means weight. Weight equal to 300, no? 300 minus sin 25 value 0.206 P. So I am taking this equation 2. So we got R value in terms of P. Already we have equation, no? Equation 1. So here R is there. So what I am doing? R value apply in equation 1. See here. apply equation 2 in equation 1. Already we have equation 1, 0.3 into R equal to 0.9063 P. So you take out R with, therefore 0.3, what is R value? 300 minus 0.4226 P equal to 0.9063 P. So you multiply 0.3, you have to multiply in all here. 0.3 into 390. 0.3 into 0.4226. 0.1268 P. So that minus that goes to plus, no? Therefore 90 equal to 0.9063 P plus 0.1268 P. So if the P is common, there you have to add both the value. The final 90 equal to 1.0331 P. So if you want P, no, therefore 90 divided by 1.0331. So P equal to 87.1. Very simple, no? I already told you in the engineering mechanics we are doing only multiplication, adding, subtraction, dividing only. But the concept, no, that's the mark going for the concept only. What concept? The friction acting left side. Why is friction is acting left side this problem? Because the applied force right side. Why you introduced R? Because every action equal to opposite reaction. The weight is acting downward. No, that's why. Why you solved this 2p cos 25, p sin 25? Because he inclined. Inclined with what? Horizontal. So any angle with respect to horizontal cos, no, that is p cos 25. P cos 25, p sin 25. Then you have to use equilibrium equations. Okay. Any questions, students? Anyone doubt? Anyone? Arun Kumar, are you understand? Anand Madhav, Namala Sagat,
Yes, sir.
Basil Jaji, Asat, SK Asat, Arun Kumar, Louis,
Yes, sir.
are you understand this problem? Any question?
Yes, sir. No.
Nitish?
Yeah.
Okay. Nitish? Nitin? Vinith? Darshini? Okay. Arun, Uday Kumar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you understand the problems? Any
Yes,
question? Can you able to draw this diagram? Pearson statement is correct, no? Your body
Yes,
is
sir.
resting 300 Newton. Okay. So lying on a rough horizontal. Horizontal, you have to make a horizontal. See, first draw the horizontal line, bottom, surface. So weight is 300. Just to mark it. Next, the mu is given. Okay, that is separate. Mu equal to 0.3. Now they ask to find the magnitude of the force. So they ask the applied force. So we take as a friction, the applied force take as P. Okay. The angle given, the applied force which can move the body while acting at an angle of 25 with the horizontal. Okay. So we draw the free body diagram. Very simple, we solve it. Please, can you read this question?
Yes, sir. The screen is not visible only, sir.
What now?
No, sir.
Wait.
There it is, sir. There it is. A body resting on a rough horizontal plane required a pull of 180 Newton inclined at 30 degree to the plane just to move it. It was found that a push of 220 Newton inclined at 30 degree to the plane just moved the body. Determine the weight of the body and the coefficient of friction.
Okay. Uday Kumar, read the question. Uday Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
A body resting on a rough horizontal plane required a pull of 180 Newton inclined at 30 degree to the plane just to move it.
Wait.
It was found.
Wait. So one body is there, students. So your mind, you see here also not given the diagram. So your mind is just a body or a rectangular box. So body have weight. So I marked the weight. What I told, the body is required to pull. So pull means we are pulling front side, no? Generally, if you are pulling the car, you're pulling the anyway, no? So that's why front side. So the front side, they mention the pulling with inclined 30 degree to the plane. Plane is horizontal, no? That is 180. I am pulling. So first condition, see students, this is the first condition. A body resting on a rough horizontal plane is required to pull. So body means weight to having now. That's why I marked the W weight. Now they are pulling. How much force they are applying? Pulling 180. See, pulling from front side only we can pull anything. Okay. So pulling the angle also 30 degree given. To move, just to move it. It's the first condition. Now read second. Uday Kumar.
Okay, sir. It was found that a push of 220 Newton inclined at 30 degree to the plane just moved on the body. Determine the weight of the body and the coefficient of friction.
Now what they are doing, same body, understand students, same body. It was found that a push. See, whenever you pushing means where are you pushing? From back side. Understand? Suppose the car is breakdown on the road. The people are pushing from back, back no. So pushing, see here. Push. Pushing. 220, they given 220. 220 given. The angle also 30 degree. That's a mark. So the same body, they are pulling 180 Newton with respect to horizontal 30 degree. Other same body with respect to horizontal pushing. So pushing, this is, see the pushing means see the arrow mark first. That is I am particular pressing. Pushing means see the arrow. This is the pushing, no. The angle also given. If not given, you can directly take it. 220 is horizontal. Here pushing, the angle given 30 degree. See the statement. It was found that push 220 Newton incline at 30 degree. Generally pushing from back side, no. That's why I will take left side. Pulling right side. Okay. So now they asked what is the weight and the coefficient of friction. Say same body, they try to move the right side. They are pulling first 180 Newton. For pulling, they need 180 and angle 30. They same body moving, they want 220 and 30 degree. So they ask the weight of the body and the coefficient of friction. So here two cases. So same body only weight is common, no, weight also common, the mu also common. Therefore, I'm case 1. I'm taking the case 1 first. Case 1. The pulling, no. So pulling 180 cos 30, 180 sin 30. So weight is acting perpendicular downward. Weight is acting perpendicular downward. So friction left side. Why friction left side? Because we are pulling right side, no. So left side friction. So I'm taking the case 1, no. That's why first case F1. F1, you know, F equal to mu into R1. The normal reaction. Every action equal to opposite reaction. So here two cases given. So first case here. This is the 180. Therefore, first we'll go to 180 cos 30, 180 sin 30. The weight is acting perpendicular downward. Normal reaction upward. So we are discussing friction, and I told you friction is acting left side of the body, not left side. Moving is for body moving right side. The left side is friction. Okay, see here, very simple. Why I'm taking the friction one? Because the pulling force 180, no. There is a 220. So that is the applied force only different. That's why friction is different. But weight is common. It's the same body only they are pulling. So weight is acting perpendicular downward. Okay. Then equilibrium equations. Just think about the all forces effective meeting at a common point. That was summation H0, summation V0. What are forces H0? Cushion forces. The F1 goes to left side. Therefore minus F1. Minus F1 plus 180 cos 30 equal to 0. See here. Minus F1 plus 180 cos 30 equal to 0. Therefore minus F1 equal to minus 180 cos 30. Both side minus, no, minus means cancel. Therefore F1 equal to 180 cos 30. What is cos 30 value? 0.866. Therefore multiply with 180. Therefore F1 equal to 155.9 Newton. You know what is F? Mind goes to mu into R. Students always remember friction F equal to. See here the first, this unit F means friction. Okay. We know F1 no mu into R1. Okay. So already the F1 you calculate 155.9. So you take as a equation 1. That mu into R1 equal to 155.9 equation 1. Now second equilibrium equation. Summation of V equal to 0. What are the force vertical? N is goes to plus y direction. 180 sin theta plus y direction. W minus y. Therefore, R1 plus 180 sin theta minus W equal to 0. See here. R1 minus W plus 180 sin theta 0. Therefore, you take out. See this equation, no, right side, no. Therefore, W plus. See here, plus 180, not minus. Here, not plus, minus 180. No, right side goes to no. Therefore, W minus 180 sin theta. Very careful. So I will correct it. I will send you. So R1 equal to minus W goes to that side plus W. Here I changed. Here I changed. No, that plus 180 that give to minus 180. Okay, minus 180. What is sin theta value? 0.5. So after simplification, R1 equal to W minus 90. Equation 2. So already we have equation 1. What equation 1? Mu into R1 equal to 155.9. Now we got R1. What is R1 value? W minus 90. So apply in this equation. Therefore, mu into R1 equal to, we know, W minus 90. No. Therefore, W minus 90 equal to 155.9. Equation A. Equation A. So summation of H0, we formed equation 1. Summation of V0, we formed equation 2. R1 equal to W minus 90. Okay. Then apply equation 2 in equation 1. We got equation A. This is case 1. Pulling. The same body now pushing. See here. So 220 goes to which direction? Fourth quarter now, students. See the diagram. Pushing. It goes to fourth quadrant. The angle x-axis. So fourth quarter means what? X plus y minus. X plus y minus. So 220 cos 30 plus x direction. 220 cos 30 plus x direction. 220 sin 30 vertical y direction. Minus. See here. 220 cos 30 plus x direction. 220 sin 30 vertical y direction. Fourth quadrant acting. Now other things same. Weight is acting perpendicular downward. And every action equal to opposite action. Okay. And the friction is left side. Why friction left side? Because we are pushing right side. Why I am taking 2 here? Because the force is different. No, the applied force different. That's why, see, the weight is same body only. That's why I did not take W1, W2. W1, W2 means 2 different weight. So the same body, that's the weight is common. Only the applied force is different. That's why the reaction will be different. No, that's why I take a C F2, case 2. F2 equal to mu into R2. Okay, the same method. Use equilibrium equation. Summation H0, summation V0. What is axial forces? 220 cos 30 plus minus F2. 220 cos 30 minus F2 equal to 0. Therefore, a minus F2 minus 220 cos 30. Minus minus cancel. Therefore, F2 equal to 220 cos 30. What is cos 30 value? 0.866. Therefore, multiply 220. Therefore, F2 equal to 190.5. We know F no, mu into R2. Mu into R no, that's why mu into R2 equal to 190.5, equation third. Why am equation third? For case 1, 1, 2 over, so equation third. Now vertical force equal to 0. What are the vertical forces? See here. R2 plus minus W minus 220 sin 30. Okay. R2 minus W minus 220 sin 30. So it goes to right side. Therefore, W plus 220 sin 30. Okay, therefore W equal to W, R2 equal to W plus sin 30 0.5, 220 0.5, therefore 110. Therefore R2 equal to W plus 110. Equation 4. So already we have equation 3. So apply equation 4 in equation 3. What is equation 3? F2 equal to mu into R2 equal to 190.5. That is equation 3, no? Now we got R2 in equation 4. R2 in terms of W plus 110. Therefore mu into W into 110 equal to 190.5. This is equation B. So case 2, we formed equation B in terms of mu W. And case 1, we have formed equation A. Okay, mu into W minus 90 equal to 155.9. What I am doing, we want mu W, no, that is our aim. So I am using equation A divided by equation B. So equation A, mu W, mu into W minus 9 divided by mu into W 110 equal to 155.9 divided by 190.5. See here, the same, just apply here. Mu into W minus 90 divided by mu into W plus 110 equal to 155.9 divided by 190.5. So mu cancel. Then cross multiplication 190.5 into W minus 90 equal to 155.9 into W plus 110. So cross multiplication, everything, finally you will get 34.6 W equal to 34294. Therefore, W equal to 34294 divided by 34.6. The final answer 991.28 Newton. We got weight. We want mu, no. So you can apply in only equation A or B. So apply equation A. Mu into W minus 90 equal to 155.9. So W value we know 991.2 minus 90. So after simplification, mu equal to 0.173. Students, the mu value always must less than 0.5. Always remember, generally less than 1, but for many engineering application, the mu must be less than 0.5. So our answer also correct, less than 0.5 because 0.173. See here, this solving problem is entirely very easy, but the concept, no, the pulling, pushing, free body diagram, the here diagram not given. We drawn the diagram. The pulling, no. So pulling means where you pull, anything you are pulling in front of you. Suppose one table is there. Pulling means front side only pulling. So I am applied front side, no. That is right side. Here right side means pulling. 180, 30. Why 30 is inclined? They mention here. The record you pull 180 inclined 30 degree to the plane just to move it. It was found that same body they applying pushing from back side, no, see here back side. So the arrow mark pushing. Here pushing means the air, see the arrow mark, because if we change the direction, the entire plan will collapse. So it goes to this the pushing direction. Why 30 is given marked? Because they mentioned the pushing with respect to horizontal 30 degree. So we consider case 1, the pulling, case 2, pushing. So we formed first equation, the case 1, equation A. Case 2, we formed equation B. Then we divided equation A divided by equation B. This is the final answer. Any question? Class for understand this question? Class rep? Vinith?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you listening? Vinith, are you there? Nidhish, Nitin? Nidhish, Nitin?
Yes, sir.
Are you following with me?
No, sir.
Amala Sagat? Louis?
Yes, sir.
Are you understand? Amala Sagat, are you following with me?
Ah, yes, sir. Following.
Louis, are you understand this one? This problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, don't memorize, students. Don't memorize. Understand the problem. Understand the concept. If each problem you can memorize, how you can memorize? Suppose you know the mathematical subject you can memorize some derivation, but here you can't derive. Only understanding. If you understand the problem, very simple. Why you are taking this direction? Why this direction goes? Why the weight is downward? So that is just understand the concept. Then last question. Arun Kumar can read the question. Arun Kumar. Namala Sagat, can you read the problem? Namala Sagat.
Yes, sir. Two blocks A and B of weights 1 kilonewton and 2 kilonewton respectively are in equilibrium position as shown in figure. If the coefficient of friction between the two blocks as well as the block B and the floor is 0.3, find the force P required to move the block B.
See, one block A block, okay, another block B block. The separate block, understand, separate block. The A block resting on B. Students, the A block resting on B. And A block also, that is connected to somewhere, some position. Okay, I told you, whenever connected, there is tension. Okay, so and also the applied force applied only block B only. So what is the question? See the question. Two blocks A and B weight 1 kilonewton. A block weight 1 kilonewton and B block weight 2 kilonewton. Respectively are in equilibrium position. See here, the A block is conducted at B only. So there is friction, no? A and B. In between A and B, there is friction. That's why they given the coefficient of friction between two blocks. In between A and B, the block, the value equal to 0.3. And also, see the B block. B blocks conducted bottom of the floor. Understand? B blocks conducted at the bottom of the floor and also conducted A. So when you consider block B, there is two friction because two places conducted, no? Upper block and bottom floor. So you see the between the two blocks as well as the block B and the floor point. So mu is common. So mu is common at the two places, in between blocks and in between floor. Now they ask to find the force P. So applied P on the block B only. So for this type of problem, you start from block A. You start from block A. Think only block A. So think only block A here. See here. I take as a block A as a 1. Because the name A, no, big, no, that's why I take as a 1. See here. Why I introduce T? Students, why I introduce T? Because connected, no. Block A is connected. So I told you tension. The first quadrant, T cos 30, T sin 30. So next as per concept, weight is acting vertical downward. See here, 1 means block A. Understand? I take as a 1 is a block A. So then normal reaction, R1 upside. Opposite direction. Okay? Then friction. Why friction is introduced left side? See the T cos 30. T cos 30 horizontal. Therefore friction is left side. So don't think about P. P is applying in B block only. Students, B block only we applied P. So when considered A, the A is connected with the tension. That's why here the friction is left side. Because block A is conducted at one places only. So one friction. So friction is left side, F1 equal to mu into R1. The reaction R1, because this weight is acting on block B, therefore reaction upward. So here 1 means block A. Okay. Why introduce T? Because T is connected, the block A connected to the wall. So tension. So tension is inclined here. T cos 30, T sin 30. Now apply summation of H0. What is summation of H0? Minus F plus T cos 30 equal to 0. We know F equal to mu in R1, no? Therefore mu1 R1 equal to, that is minus, take as minus cancel. Equation simplification, minus cancel. What is mu1? Mu1 is mentioned, 0.3. Mu1 equal to 0.3. Therefore 0.3 R1 equal to T cos 30. I take as equation 1. Now vertical 0. What are vertical 0? R1 minus W plus T sin 30. See here, R1 minus W plus T sin 30 equal to 0. Therefore, R1 equal to W1. Okay, minus, no, it goes to right side plus. Here plus minus T sin 30. What is sin 30 value? 0.5. What is W1 value? The question given. W1 equal to 0.1 kilometer. Students, W, that is WA. Here, A I take as a 1. Okay. Therefore, W1 equal to 1 kilonewton. That's why R1 equal to W1 1 minus 0.5 T. Now apply equation 2 in equation 1. Okay. Here equation 1, 0.3 into R1. What is R1 value? 1 minus 0.5 T equal to T cos 30. Say cross multiplication. After cross multiplication, multiplication 0.3, 0.5 into 0.3, 0.15 T. T cos theta. So after simplification, you will get the T value, tension T equal to 0.2941. So after you got T, no, then apply the equation again, the equation 1. Therefore, or equation 2, R1 equal to 1 minus 0.T. Therefore, 1 minus 0.5 into 0.294. T value we got it. Therefore, R1 calculated. R1 means here reaction, students reactions. Okay. When you got R1, you calculate F1. F1 equal to mu into R1. Mu value 0.3. R1 you got it. Therefore, F1 calculated. But this is not our aim. Students, this is not our aim. Our aim is what? They asked, find the force required to move the block B. Okay. Now come to block B. So block B moving left side. So the block B is conducted two places, no, upper A block and bottom floor. Therefore, two reactions, students, two reactions, because block B conducted bottom of the floor and the upper side the block A is there. Okay. Therefore, friction is acting opposite direction, no, because we are pulling left side. So friction opposite right side. F1 and F2. Why F1 enters upper side? Because block A conducted. Why enters F2 bottom side? Floor is conducted. Okay, F1 means the block 1. Now, the weight of the block acting downward. Weight is acting downward. Block B weight W2 is touching on the bottom. Therefore, reaction upper side. Similarly, student think about the block B touching on block A. I told whenever conduct reaction, so the R1 also downward. This is the diagram. The block B is conducted two places, but two reactions. What reaction? The B is touching here, the bottom. Therefore, R to upper side. Similarly, B is touching A. That reaction comes downward. That's why R1. This is the concept. Why R1 is downward? Because the block B touching bottom and upper. Therefore, Newton tell what Newton law? Every action equal to opposite reaction. So block A action on surface and action on block A. Therefore, R2 and R1. Why the weight is always downward? So don't confuse with the weight is acting downward. But it touching on upper side. Therefore, reaction downward. Here the block is touching bottom side. Therefore, reaction of R2 upward. Then you solve it. We know F1 already calculated. See, F1 already calculated 0.256. R1 also calculated 0.853. So here. Okay. Then W2 we know. W2 what is value? 2 kilonewton given. W2 2 kilonewton. So we want other values F2, R2. Then equilibrium equation summation H0 summation V0. So what is summation H0? P minus P plus F1 F2. So minus P. What is F1 already calculated? 0.256. What is F2? Mu to R2. So take the right side. So all are minus. Therefore the final equation P equal to 0.256 plus the mu to value given 0.3 R2, equation 3. Now summation vertical 0. What are vertical 0? R2 minus 2 minus 0.2 minus 853. R2 minus W2 minus R1. Therefore the right side plus R2 equal to W2 plus R1. What is W2? 2. R1 already calculated. So R2 equal to 0.853. Apply R2 in equation 3. Very simple, no? Here you have doubt. Sir, how sir the R1 is coming downward? See, that's why you think about Newton Thel law. Newton Thel law, what Newton law? Every action equal to opposite reaction. The block B touching upper side block A and touching bottom side floor. About two reaction. The upper side reaction R1 is coming downward. No, see reaction always towards the body, no, opposite. Because block B touching upper, therefore reaction downward. Similarly, block B touching bottom, therefore reaction upward. So this is the concept R1 and R2. The weight we know, weight is acting downward. Then why reaction? Two reaction. Why two reaction? Because block B conducted two places. See the diagram. Block B is conducted two places, upper surface and bottom surface. So in between block A and B, there is F1. So block B and the floor F2. Why I am taking friction right side? Because we are pulling P is left side. Students, P is left side, no? That's why. So we finished horizontal surface, plane surfaces. So just to go through, these are the questions will come in exams. I taken from book only. I shared, no? Very simple. So with that, I want to close today class. Any question, students?
No, sir.
See, if I am sharing the